guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited about today's look because this is the makeup look that I did for my best friend's wedding that I was in and I did all the makeup for, and I got a lot of compliments on the actual look, and of course the lipstick. Everybody wanted to know what lipstick it was, and this is Fresh Brew from MAC, and I layered it with the new Amplify lip gloss. It's called like Nothing But Demure, I believe. But yeah, I just decided to do like a 1920s Hollywood glam type waves along with it, just to try something new, and I actually filmed it as well, so stay tuned towards the end of this video. I'll put that in the back.
Alrighty guys, so I'm using my NYX Angel Veil Skin Perfecting Primer, and you guys know that this is one of my current favorites. It's oil free and it's like a creamy texture, and I just absolutely love the way it makes my foundation look. I'm using the Loreal Infallible Matte Foundation, and I actually mixed the shades 104 and 107 today to give it this nice tan look. And as you saw just now, I applied it to my ears because my ears aren't as tan, so I want in photos for it to look good. I don't want to have white ears, so I'm just making sure that everything's nice and blended with my damp beauty blender. Next, I'm using Scotch tape, and I'm using this to create a really precise eyeshadow application. This is a really great technique for those of you that are beginners. So you just want to angle it out from your bottom lash line to the ends of your eyebrows. And I applied it to my hands first so that it could remove the excess stickiness, and that way it's not as tough on the actual skin. I'm also going to be using this on the eyeliner, so keep a lookout for that. So I tried doing my eyebrows on camera and I lost a lot of the focus, so I took that off. So sorry about that, guys. But I used the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, and you can always watch my in-depth eyebrow tutorial. But I'm using the Laura Mercier concealer to just clean up the brows, and then my Naked Concealer as my primer today. And I'm using a Real Techniques Airbrush Concealer Brush. Be using from my Tarte Lip palette is Free Spirit, and I'm just applying this all over the eyelids. And then I'm going to use the color Wanderer with a 224 brush from MAC, and I'm going to use this as the transition color. I don't know if y'all ever noticed that my eyes, like the crease isn't as high, so I always just follow where the end of my actual eyeball is, and I'm just carving that with the 224 brush, and then I'm doing the circular motions. So instead of actually going with where it actually creases, just follow the actual eye shape. So that way your eyeshadow is not too high and also not too low whenever you go darker. Call it my faux crease. So next I'm using the 217 brush, which is a smaller blending brush, and I'm using the color Natural Beauty. It's a little bit more of a pinkish tone to it. I just want to deepen this, and it's a smaller brush, and I typically get smaller with the brushes. Now to deepen it, I am going to use the Sigma E25 brush instead of the MAC 217 brush. Now here's the thing why I like using it. It's a little bit thinner, so I could really carve out where I really want to create the depth. So typically I would use a pencil brush, but I love the way this creates depth, but it also does a ton of blending at the same time. So if you're looking for like a 2-in-1 brush, I think this is a really great one, and it's great for blending as well. And the color that I'm using to add a little bit more depth to this is Embark, and I'm just adding layers after layers instead of adding too much to the brush and it being a little bit more difficult to blend. So if you want to go darker, just like I always say, just keep on adding a little bit more as you go. And really this doesn't have to be so clean because you have that tape there to really help you create that precise line. Next, I'm using my Smashbox Primer Water, and I'm applying this to the small shader brush, and I'm using Tan Pigment from MAC, applying this all over the lid, and I love this color. It's tan. It's like a goldish, beigeish tan color. It's so pretty, and in person it just shimmers so beautiful. And so I'm just applying that all over the lid, and then I'm just going to go back in the crease and just make sure that everything is nice and blended with that 217 brush and also the 224 brush. The highlighter that I'm going to be using today is from the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo. It's like a iridescent pearlish color, and I'm applying it to the inner corners of my eye. I'm going to apply this to the brow bone. I'm also going to be applying it to down the bridge of my nose and all of that, but it's going to be later on in the video. So with the gel liner from NYX, as you can see, I have the tape here, and if you are a beginner, this is a really great way to do the winged eyeliner. So of course you have that underneath, so it just creates that nice precise finish. And I'm using a MAC angle brush. Really any angle brush that's thin would work. And I had to do a little dance there because my wing liner was on point. So I am removing that, and see, voila, it's nice, it's clean, it's precise. Now before applying my concealer, I am using the Smashbox Under Eye Hydrating Primer. This is great for hydration, and I can use all the hydration underneath my eyes. So I am using the Naked Skin Concealer from Urban Decay, the Huge, and this is in the shade Light. I'm going to apply this underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose. I'm going to just add a little extra highlight. So down the bridge of my nose, underneath my cheekbones, and my Cupid's bow. And with a damp beauty blender again, I'm going to be blending it all in, making sure it is all blended. Now with my NYX Contour Kit, I'm going to be doing some contouring with a damp beauty blender as well. Apply the banana shade and you won't get any of those under eye creases, but you have to make sure that it's still a little bit damp. So I love this actual contour kit. It's only $25, so if you're on a budget and you can't afford the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, I highly recommend it. I'm using the Cool Tone Brown right now with a Bdellium Tools brush. I fell in love with this brush because it was peach and I got it at the makeup show. But yeah, this contour kit is absolutely beautiful. It's very affordable. It's really pigmented. If there is any complaint about it, it would be that it has a little bit more fallout than the ABH one, but honestly it's a very beautiful contour kit, and some of my girlfriends love it even better. I probably like it equally. They both have different things that I like about them. With the lightest shade from that contour kit, I'm just using a triangle sponge to really clean up the contour underneath, aka kind of baking. But I am applying the highlighter all over the bridge of my nose, the Cupid's bow, and I'm going to be using a Sigma brush to apply it to the highest points of my cheekbone. I have been talking a lot about these blushes, the Love Flush 16 Hour All Day. And this one is in the color Baby Love. It's probably my favorite blush right now. It's just a really pretty light pink. I just absolutely love it. So I applied that to my cheeks to just give it a nice little blush color. And next I'm just going to clean up underneath that contour with a powder brush. Now for my lips, I am using the NYX color Natural. It's like a pinkish neutrally color. This is like my new everyday lip liner for most lipsticks, and it's just a really pretty neutral color. And then with my MAC Cosmetics new lipstick Fresh Brew, the one that everybody's been asking about, I'm just going to apply that over. And I think it's absolutely beautiful by itself, but I also applied the lip gloss Anything But Demure from the Amplify line from MAC Cosmetics, and just to darken it up a little bit. And now I'm applying my earrings just because I noticed that sometimes when I'm wearing it before makeup, I get makeup or blush or bronzer on it. So I am going to go ahead and do that. And next, the fun part is the heat. So before I actually do any of the heat, I'm using the Catwalk by TG Hot Iron Spray. And this is a really great heat protector and a shine spray. And it smells really good too. The products that you're going to be needing today is a comb, double prong clips to clip, or bobby pins. I like double prong better, and 2 hair clips to make sure and tie everything back. Notice how I sectioned off the front part. We're going to do that last. So the bottom part I'm going to go ahead and curl. I'm using, oh, you're also going to need a curling iron. But I'm applying more of that heat iron spray on my hair as well. But I'm using a 1-inch curling iron from Hot Tools, and it's not a wand, but I would recommend a wand if you have it. If not, you obviously don't need it because I'm using it as a wand. And I'm applying this, all wrapping it around. I'm going to hold it for about 8 seconds and then I'm going to release the curl. As soon as I release the curl, I'm going to pin it up so that way it helps keep that curl. And I'm going to use my double prong clip for that. Double prong clips are a lot easier to use than bobby pins, but if you only have bobby pins, feel free to use it as well. And this one was a little bit more of a bigger section, but I'm going to try to stick to 1-inch sections. And you'll notice that I'm not going to really clip the bottom part just because my hair is kind of short. I don't want it to shrink up too high, so majority of it will be clipped up. And I'm just going to pretty much repeat that all over and pin all of the curls. Now that we're at this front section, I'm going to section it up again, or some more, and I'm going to curl it forward because I really want to make that little S curl in the front, and you'll just see. I'm just taking sections, and I would actually apply more heat spray here because I feel like this is the area that we apply more heat to, so if you have your heat spray, apply it. I didn't do it, but I should have. And just clip it. And keep on repeating all of those that way as well. And then to set it all, I'm using my Kenra spray, and this is a medium hold. It's for movable, touchable styling. So if you don't want it to be too crunchy, this is really great. You're gonna let this sit in your hair for 5 to 10 minutes. If your hair doesn't hold curl as well, then I would definitely hold it longer. And then just release everything. And then we are going to use the Kevin Murphy boar bristle brush to brush through it. Of course, when you brush it, just brush it and smooth it out until you get the desired look. And then you are going to apply hairspray. And like I said, the medium hold, it's really great because your hair will still be touchable and movable. It's not going to be super stiff. So yeah, I'm going to also pin the left side. So I'm going to use some hairspray, spray it all over, and then I'm going to spray that to the left side and use a bobby pin. And don't get it in your eyes. Alrighty, that is a wrap. Thank you guys so much for always watching my videos, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Bye.